Hey everyone, welcome to our next round of Kahoot Live. We are here ready to showcase and share all that's new on Kahoot with some of our very favorite and super new game modes. We're excited to have you here, whether you're stopping in for just one round of Kahoot or staying and playing the whole time with us. It's 11 a.m. here in the Eastern time zone, maybe 5 p.m. if you're in European time zone, 4 p.m. if you're in London. Who knows where you are in the world? We're glad you're here, and we're excited to connect and share about some of our all new and super fun game modes that are available on our Kahoot platform. We'll be playing some live Kahoots today. So without further ado, why don't we start one of our newest and one of my personal favorites, our Chill Art game mode. You'll see it as you join just like a regular Kahoot game. I'll drop the pin in our chat today in case you want to share and join along. I'll play and join along, and maybe wherever you're joining, you'll have an opportunity to connect and play with people around the world. In Chill Art, you'll see in just a moment, it's a little bit of a different format from a usual Kahoot game mode because this allows you not to compete necessarily or be in competition for points or winning or losing or making it to the podium. Instead, you're collaborating, you're working together with friends, with peers, with classmates, with teammates, whoever it might be, to cover a canvas spread with beautiful artistry and artwork. So I'm going to join in too. I see we have some people joining already with our new Kahoot characters. You can click on that game pin to start in the chat or use the game pin as it's listed on the screen. That's what I'm going to do today. So our game pin today to join this live Kahoot, brand new for us, playing and enjoying together, is 105079. We'll start now. I'm a little delayed in getting logged in to give you plenty of time to join and play together. Love to see characters switching and changing up their costume and avatars. There are millions, I think, at this point, combinations of different character avatar faces, accessories, glasses, as you can see here. My nickname, I'll join. I'm going to use emojis to name myself today. And glad to see more people join. Remember, you can always just watch along too. If you're not interested in actually playing our content today, no problem. You can join just by hanging around, maybe sharing your questions or even comments or even answer choices in our YouTube chat. We'll start the game. Just like with every game mode on Kahoot, your job is to answer questions correctly, and correctly answered questions help you to earn paintbrushes to cover that canvas. We'll be playing with different artwork today, and as you earn those paintbrushes and paint drops, rather, you'll be able to paint by number and cover different parts of our artwork. So I picked this Kahoot, and you have an opportunity to pick the next Kahoot by adding into the chat what content area, what topic, maybe what curriculum you'd like to see. I love animals, so I picked a baby animals Kahoot just because they're so super cute and I love them so much. So we'll be learning about baby animals and pictures of baby animals today, and as we learn, you'll vote on a canvas that we can then paint and cover together. Looks like we have a vote for today's painting. Feel free to join the Kahoot at any time. I'll add the game pin again to our YouTube chat. Feel free to click and play with me. But answering questions on your personal device will help you to unlock paint drops on our canvas and play and kind of color along collaboratively with me. So be sure to start right away. See some people joining in. On my screen now, as I'm playing along, I'm earning different paintbrushes, and you'll see me start to paint on the screen. So in case you see the canvas start to color and populate, that's me. I'm painting behind the screen, and maybe you want to paint with me. You can join the game at any time. Our pin today is 105079. And I'm gonna start coloring this canvas as I answer questions correctly. Hello, Lolo. Maybe you want to join also. Encourage you. I see some people joining in and coloring the canvas with me. Love to see that. Now, the chill art game mode in particular is special because it really supports learners and players. Really, if you're like me and get a little bit stressed out as the timer ticks down, chill art is a great substitute because there's no stress of what the timer or duration of gameplay might look like. Instead, you have an opportunity to play at your own pace. And all of our game modes are great because any question type is available and supported within the game mode. So I was doing multiple choice. Now I am doing a type answer and it's asking me to name the animal. So I typed in my option. Looks like I got it correct and earned some more paintbrushes. So I'm going to go over and paint again. Looks like the canvas is a little bit different from when I last saw it, which is great because that means people are painting behind the scenes as I am working to answer questions. Some good teamwork, like I mentioned. And then you can see my penguin kind of populate our canvas and add some more colors. Every time I earn those paint brushes and paint drops, I'm going kind of back and forth between my quiz content, the curriculum, and back to the canvas. So a cool way to toggle between kind of that player fun aspect that we love that is often reserved for just recess time and instead can be part of your classroom curriculum. And now that content piece as well is so important to lesson planning. While we're finishing up, we have a few more seconds left in this round of chill art. Drop in the chat here on YouTube what we should play next. We have content from hundreds of thousands of different sources, whether it be creators or partners, and millions and millions and millions of content that is already available. So as we cover the canvas, drop in the chat. I'll ask, what should we play next? I'm gonna finish up our canvas with the rest of my artists that are joining, and hopefully you can help me kind of decide and contribute what content is coming next. We are halfway through our live game today here on Kahoot Live on YouTube, and you have an opportunity to influence and choose our adventure and how we might be playing the next Kahoot, whether today or next time. So add in the chat, what should we play next? Feel free to drop a link to a direct Kahoot or just type in a content. Maybe we want to do a topic related to sports. Maybe we want to do a topic related to current events. There are millions of different options. So add in the chat what we should play next, and I'll start to browse on my site too so we can kind of decide and choose together. Love this reveal of the canvas that we made together. A fun little nod to all of the hard work. And we will start, or we will continue rather, to our next Kahoot. So we just played animals and baby animals, and I'm gonna toggle now to see what we should play next. As I mentioned, millions and millions and millions, I could really go on and on with the millions of content and choices are already available on Kahoot on the Discover page. Like you can see here, topics, content areas, curriculum of so many different choices. So different options to kind of encourage different players, different perspectives, and so much that you can kind of play right away without the hassle or even the stressor of preparing content and lesson ideas. I'm seeing something that's sticking out to me. Awesome riddles for kids. Exciting. Love riddles. You can never get too many brain teaser riddle types, and this content, I guess it's kid riddles easy, so hopefully we do our best to kind of play and share together. In this Kahoot, we are featuring a verified creator, so an educator somewhere in the world that has created content that we feel is just right in terms of quality, criteria, content correctness, all sorts of different formats, and a great way for us to share content from educators outside of the Kahoot platform as well. we'll be playing Treasure Trove, a great opportunity to try it out if you haven't yet. Treasure Trove is, again, one of our newest game modes, and is also an opportunity to add some competition and flavor flair to the gaming experience here on Kahoot, because now you're competing not just for your own content correctness, but also an opportunity to compete against other players, whether in your own location or somewhere else in the world, a virtual or hybrid or even in-person experience. I'm going to throw myself back on the screen so you can see who is this person talking and connecting with today. Make myself nice and big. All right. Our game pin today, I'll drop a link to it in the chat so you can join me. Excited to play Treasure Trove, another version of our newest game modes. The game pin today is 226497. I'll join as well, give myself another opportunity to play and learn some of our kid riddles, as that is the topic and the name of this Kahoot. See, someone else has joined. Glad to see you here. We've got 2 players in our Treasure Trove ready to compete. Now, in case you've never joined before, this might be your first go around. These Kahoot Lives are pretty special in that they give you an opportunity to earn some Kahoot swag. So you're not just playing for fun, you're playing for prizes, and a great way to connect and also earn some brownie points or leadership points by keeping yourself at the top of our podium today. Great opportunity to earn your Kahoot swag. We'll get started in just another minute. We have 3 players already here. Feel free to join with the game pin. It's 226497. We're playing Treasure Trove, one of our newest game modes, available on Kahoot. And we'll get started. So similar to Chill Art or similar to all of our game modes, your job is to correctly answer questions to give you an opportunity to, this time, level up in the arcade. From that point, you'll be able to earn gems, earn tokens, earn jewels, and ultimately treasure to grow your trove. Watch out though. There are some tricks flying through that make it a little bit harder to gain momentum and earn your treasures. And here we are. So we're following live time. If you've joined the game already, there are riddles on your devices. If you are joining independently, you'll follow your own personal device, your own mobile, your own iPad, your own tablet, however you're accessing. And then the host screen that you can see here displays everyone's progress throughout. So the competition looks a little bit different from a classic mode in Kahoot because we're now really celebrating group work and group progress rather than that stress of playing independently. Oh, I'm seeing that I need to read these answers carefully and these questions carefully because riddles can be tricky. Even if you are well beyond the years of elementary classrooms as this Kahoot is apparently made for, I'm still needing to pay attention quite carefully. For example, one of these questions is, what can you never have for breakfast? Can you never have fish and chips? Can you never have lunch? Can you never have cereal? And can you never have dinner? To multi-select, I'm going to choose, you can never have lunch and dinner for breakfast. That was an easier one. I think we can keep the momentum. As we're playing this game, it looks like we have about 2 minutes, a little bit under 2 minutes left of this live Kahoot. If you have a suggestion on what content we should play next, add it to the chat, and we'll try and find that content together in just after this game, I guess. I have a tail and I have a head, but I don't have a body. Who am I? I think I know. Do you know? I'll say that riddle again. I have a head and I have a tail, but I don't have a body. Do you know what I am? If you know what it is and you're not playing on this Kahoot, feel free to drop it in the chat. I'll let you know if you got that riddle and you were not stumped. Seems like our treasures are already growing. Kudos to those that have earned their treasure trove and their jewels. Love to see that. Ooh, it looks like someone is back on. We see snowmans and globes and penguins and woodchucks. Love it. What word in the dictionary is spelled wrong? Oh, that was a tricky one. April's mother has 3 children. May, June, and... Did you catch the trickiness on that one? I'll keep trying. I'm H on our treasure trove, so I haven't earned any jewels yet. I am hosting, but I don't know the answers to this. A great opportunity for us to kind of play in live time and learn what goes all around the world. Oh no, out of time. I didn't quite even answer that question. Not a problem though. We have a podium to celebrate. And Paw Prince, 2nd place. And Snowman with ice cream is 1st place. 4,300 points, not too shabby. Make sure you give yourself a round of applause. We are so glad that anyone is joining us, no matter where you are tuning in from. Kahoot is a wonderful way to connect and play live online with players everywhere. We are at the end of our live stream session today, but we'll be back on Wednesday. And before we leave, I'm wondering if anyone wants to add in the chat, what Kahoots should we play next week? In case you're watching this on demand or you're watching it in a recording, feel free to leave a comment on this video. And before we start streaming next week, we'll check those comments and see what you might be playing or joining or even requesting, because ultimately we want to play what you want to play. So we're glad that you joined this time around. We're excited to see you next week. And if you have any requests, whether it be Kahoot content, exact games, or maybe even you made a Kahoot that you want to see live, we'd love to feature it and would love to include you in our live stream. Thanks for joining this time around, and we'll see you next time on Kahoot Live.